Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Something, All Subjects channel. This is content by request. I was supposed to do this like 2 days ago for Brother Charisma. He wanted me to break down Psalm 91. This word is definitely going to hit a lot of y'all as we are surrounded around people that mean us no good, not with us. Might be using you, don't even like you, but you provide something for them so they stick around. This song will shed some light on your situation, I guarantee you. Guarantee you, y'all. Please excuse the hair. But we need to get into this because you have to know. You have to know. It's like a lot of time when I be by myself, it's like the Most High, he don't even always speak. Like he'll just, it's almost like he has a bucket and he'll pour things into your heart and into your mind. The Most High is the most important right now. Like I was talking to somebody earlier, they made a very good point. And they basically said, you better get what you can right now because we on the verge of World War III. And all of y'all, and look, I tried to be like the bigger person, you know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know this politics stuff. And I really just not the fondest of people who trying to vote for Kamala Harris and Biden supporters. I'm just gonna be honest about it. Some of y'all try to be more modest. I'm going to be honest about it. Like, I'm not the fondest because I know where they taking us. I know where they taking us. This will shed some light on that as well. See, what I learned is a lot of time you'll be trying to do for a person and you'll kind of push the Most High in the back burner. When the Most High is the one that you need to put in the front. Because these people, you can never really know what people is really doing to you, really saying about you. You just can't. This is why, the longer I live, the more it's like I see, like sometimes the Most High will irritate you, like, but if you leave yourself open and you keep the right attitude towards him, it's like he'll show you his ways and he'll lead you into his purpose. And let's get into this so we can break this down. I just wanted to give you an outline of what I'm talking about. You shouldn't know, but this is the thing. I don't want nobody, I don't care who you are, in my church that don't believe in what God is doing through me. I don't want you around. I'm a cutthroat. The Most High be exposing people, y'all. But the only time he do it is when, like, I'm acting right, when I'm thinking right. Like, he'll start to show you, that was more you right there. Yeah, you kind of missed it right there. He'll show you. But when he shows you, don't beat yourself up. Just figure out what to do. Psalm 91 is an excellent psalm to show you how these things go. But what I want to do is this video is about Psalm 91. But I want to go to the book of Proverbs. Somebody asked me, Brother Charisma and some other people, basically been saying, well, I want you to cover more of the Bible stuff. And I said, you know what? I'll do that. So we talking about Psalm 91, but we're going to go to the book of Proverbs. My faith is my faith. Don't ever let nobody else. Your faith is your faith. Don't ever let nobody else interfere with that or hinder you in any way when it comes to that. Who cares what they think? If you watch them close enough, they ain't all there either. So this is kind of what he was talking about in Psalm 91, but let's kind of construct this, if you will. Let's lay the foundation for this. And we're going to start by going to Proverbs chapter 1. Yeah, you going to see me doing a whole lot more preaching stuff. Listen, anybody that don't believe in me, don't believe in you don't have to watch. I'm going to keep doing what I do. This is between me and God. If you're an enemy, be an enemy and handle it however you want to handle it. People be just trying to hang around knowing they enemies, man. Knowing they don't believe in what you're saying. They'll be agreeing with you. All the while they think everybody more spiritual than you. Forget these people, man. Embrace the Most High. Forget these people, man. I'm telling you. I'm not telling you to isolate yourself, but at the same time, kind of leave people in they proper place. Because I'm telling you, they'll interfere with what you're trying to do in terms of your relationship with God, what He might want you to do, and what you might want to do in your own individual purpose. So listen what it's saying in Proverbs 1. It says, verse 5 says, a wise man will hear and will increase learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand the proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark saying. Verse 7. The fear of the Most High, and I'm reading out of the King James, but y'all know I don't be using that 4-letter L word, is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Listen, if what you saying and what you doing is wisdom and instruction, no matter what these people reasoning is, they fools, according to the Bible. It says, wait, let me go over a little bit. I'm still in chapter 1. But what I want to do is want to lay the foundation. Look at verse 22. Chapter 1, Proverbs. It says, how long, ye simple ones, will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge? People is so superficial. They'll try to discredit the people that the Most High is speaking through. And then they'll be listening to somebody else that just know how to talk. The Most High ain't even speaking through them. So this is kind of what David was talking about in Psalm 91. Now, if you look at Proverbs 3, verse 5, it said, trust in the Most High with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. This is the King James. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thine own eyes. Fear the Most High, and depart from evil. Shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. Honor the Most High with thy substance, and with the first fruits of thy increase. It says, so shall thy bars be filled with plenty, and thy presses shall be burst out with new wine. Verse 11, my son, despise not the chastening of the Most High, neither be weary of his correction. For the Most High for whom the Most High loves, he corrects, even as a father the son in whom he delights. Now, going to Psalm 91, where does this fit in? Watch what Psalm 91 is saying. See, you got to learn how to, if you don't know how already, you got to learn how to put the word line upon line. So it says this in Psalm 91. We get ready to break Psalm 91 down. We're probably going to keep going to some other scriptures. You who sit down in the high God's presence, this is the Message Bible, spend the night in Shaddai's shadow. Say this. Remember, he said, if those who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, turn away from their wicked ways, seek his face. He said, then he will hear. So look what David is saying. David is vouching for that same thing. That wasn't even David that wrote that in 2 Chronicles. It was, man, look at that. I got to keep going. But he said this though, verse 2, Psalm 91. It says, say this, God, you're my refuge. I trust in you and I'm safe. Now, ain't that what Solomon said? David must have taught Solomon, obviously, that being his son. He said, trust in the Most High with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. Your own understanding. You supposed to move to Arizona, but you're not trying to move to Texas. That's your understanding. That's your understanding. He said, I trust in you and I'm safe. I trust in you and I'm safe. Whatever you do, you trust in him and you safe. You don't got to get ridiculed on no job. You don't got to get ridiculed no relationship. You trying to make it work with somebody who don't even like you. They can't even hide it like they used to. You trust in him and you safe. You got physical problems. You trust in him and you safe. He says, say this, you're my refuge. Not people. Not people. Look what it say. It say, cursed is the man who trusts in man, who makes flesh his arm. So I was talking to Charisma 808, and it was him who wanted me to do this. And he was just talking about how his friends be acting and stuff. And I told him, I said, them ain't your friends. See, we be thinking because a person was your friend at this point, that they gonna be your friend at that point and at the next point and at the next point. That ain't how it works. And it shouldn't matter because he's your refuge. You trust in him and you safe. These people is wishy-washy. They like Hurricane Milton. They just like this. Hurricane Milton. That's why you don't trust in these people. Chapter 3. That's right. He rescues you from hidden traps. You know, when she got away with that, when she pulled her dress up, didn't have no panties on underneath, got hit from the back, and you didn't know it? You was at work? That. You know, when the dude was sent her the DICK pic, and she was in the bathroom masturbating to it, but that's your girl? That's your wife? When stuff started to go haywire, sometimes that be him rescuing you from hidden traps. You know them people who be plotting against you on your job, in your neighborhood. It says, verse 3, he rescues you from hidden traps, shields you from deadly hazards. You know, you was finna go to that restaurant and that disgruntled employee spit in the batter. And something told you you didn't end up there. You would have been eating his spit. Hidden traps. Man, I'm sick. I'm finna get everybody sick. Spit in the food at a fast food restaurant. Hidden traps. Verse 4, his huge outstretched arm protects you. Under them, you are perfectly safe. His arms fend off harm. Like he said, who can put the hooks in Leviathan? He said, listen, you can't handle Leviathan, only I can. So we go through all type of stuff, and we all these people got a philosophy. So are you a philosopher? It's like they all philosophers. But rarely any of them is really philosophers, you know what I'm saying? Like most of them just talking. They just, oh, I went to a better school than you. Oh, I had better grades than you. Oh, this. Yep, but you weak-minded. You weak-minded. You more weak-minded than you even know. You just ain't been around the people that's going to show you how weak-minded you are. Verse 5 says, fear nothing, not wild wolves at night, not flying arrows in the day, not disease that prowls through the darkness, not disasters that erupt at high noon. He telling you basically, don't fear none of this stuff. This is the Message Bible. Verse 7, even though others succumb all around, drop like flies right and left, no harm will even graze you. People will be getting killed right around your house. Like where I live at, 2, 3, 4 people done got killed since I've been living over here in this area. And it's like, but he's saying, even though others succumb all around, drop like flies right and left, no harm will even graze you. People will be making threats toward you. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing to you that he don't allow. And a lot of them, they'll end up dead before they even got a chance to do any of that stuff. These dudes be trying to walk around like they God or something, like they could just say whatever they gonna do. The Most High be like, Verse 8, you'll stand untouched. Watch it all from a distance. Watch the wicked turn into corpses. Yep. If I ever see you on the outs, watch the wicked turn into corpses. All these people who plotting on you or plotting on me, they'll die before they even touch. They just don't understand that yet. Verse 9, yes, because God's your refuge, the high God, your very own home. See, I'll admit before the presence of the Almighty God that sometimes you are disappointed. We read about David's disappointment. We read about Solomon's disappointments. We read about Job's disappointments. But our disappointments, when we deal with them, we just got to stand by the facts. We trust in him and we safe. He'll never leave us or forsake us. No matter how it look, he'll never leave us or forsake us. You never follow these people. These people will lose their faith. What you gonna do? I've seen people losing their faith. I'm seeing people losing their faith. I don't say nothing. I just hope they get it back before it's all said and done, before they get themselves in some serious stuff out here. You buy into all that kooky stuff in these Christian churches, and then when it don't happen for you, you give up. You went from having money to financial problems. Then you see other people getting money that you've been praying for. You don't give up. You know, I'm trusting him and I'm safe. I trust in him and I'm safe. Even though I don't feel like I'm healthy, he said I am, so I am. And that's what I'm going to expect. That's what I'm going to believe. If he can create the heavens and the earth, ain't nothing in my body, nothing in my life going to be a problem for him. That's the devil just want you to believe that, because the devil want to snatch you away from him. So moving right on. Verse 10. It says, evil can't get close to you. Harm can't get through the door. People talking about, you listen to a rap song, you letting the devil in. The devil can't come in your house. If you belong to the Most High, I'll be watching horror movies in here and everything. And it'd be the same piece. Bam. Please, you see this? He ain't supposed to be doing that. He the accuser of the brethren. He ain't supposed to be doing that. You let him get away with that? You should let me do this. The Most High be trolling the devil. So, verse 11, he ordered his angel. Now remember when they was in the wilderness and the devil tried to use this against the Messiah, he ordered his angels. He tried to throw yourself down. For it's written. This is where he got that from. Matter of fact, let's go to it. This is, remember, the devil will twist the word. I'm going to tell you. So, Matthew chapter 4. The devil will try to turn you into a simp. If she can't turn you into a simp, she's gonna try to turn you into a wimp. And if she can't turn you into a wimp, she's gonna try to get you to prove your faith. You don't gotta prove nothing to Satan. You don't gotta prove nothing to Satan. Matthew chapter 4. This when they was in the wilderness. See, the wilderness is a perfect lesson for what he's saying in Psalm 91 and for how we have to go about things in our life. It says, then was the Messiah led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. Not by God, by the devil. What is the Spirit? It says, walk in the Spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. We saw this in full action right here. Look at this. Verse 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, should be she, if thou be the Son of God, command these stones be made bread. But he answered and said, it is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. So if you one of them people, you try to make money, everything, you try to make everything money. He said, you shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. So what is this saying? This saying if you don't got bread, you still supposed to live by the word. You're supposed to live by the word. Now it says, verse 5, then the devil taking him up, because that didn't work, tried to get him to prove himself. And he said, look, if I don't get bread, I got the word. It says, took him up into the holy city and set him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, if thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, he shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. The Messiah said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Most High thy God. So we don't tempt him because, again, we're supposed to know. We trust in him. He's our refuge. In him, we're safe. So we don't tempt him. We don't try to do a little mystical stuff, try to get him to move. You don't play with no snake. So now let's go back to the song. I hope I can get through this, but if not, I'll make a part 2, no problem. He said, verse 11, he ordered his angels to guard you wherever you go. See how the devil tried to bring that up? If you stumble, they'll catch you. Their job is to keep you from falling. Yes, it is. But remember, line upon line. Even though the minister of spirits' job is to keep me from falling, I shall not tempt the Most High my God. I'm not going to jump off no mountain because the angel's job is to keep me from falling. He gave me common sense too. So if you look at verse 13, you'll walk unharmed among lions and snakes and kick young lions and serpents from the path. Like, man, get out the way. I mean, but that don't mean you go where the lions live. See? Verse 14, he said, if you'll hold on to me for dear life, says God, I'll get you out of any trouble. This is Psalm 91. Remember, this again says, trust in him all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he shall make your path straight. He said, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. He said, if those who call by my name shall humble themselves and pray and seek his face and turn away from their wicked way, he'll hear from heaven. So in other words, Psalm 91 and these other scriptures is telling us, you do your part and God will do his. He'll do his. Verse 14, again, he said, I'll get you out of any trouble. I'll give you the best of care if you'll only get to know and trust me. Verse 15, call me and I'll answer. Be at your side in bad times. I'll rescue you, then throw you a party. Remember how he said he prepares a place for me in the presence of my enemies. But again, you have to understand that everything in dealing with the Most High is seasons. It's all about production. Seed time and harvest. Seasons. The Most High is the farmer, but he's controlling the seasons too. So he, the farmer, he planting the seed, and he controlling the season. So why not trust him? Whether it's me, whether it's you. That's what he's saying. Verse 16, he said, I'll give you a long life and give you a long drink of salvation. That's Psalm 91. He said, blessed are they who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Now, do I gotta get permission from grandmama, grandpappy, from the scholar at work, from the scholar on your block, from these YouTubers? No, I don't need permission from none of these people. They don't control any of this stuff other than stuff that he allows them to control. That's what this is saying. This is why he can make a statement like, I'll get you out of any trouble. He can say that. He can say that. So you don't need friends. You want friends. You don't need a wife. You want a wife. Stuff that you want might not always be what you need. And sometimes what you think you need ain't always the time or what he wants you to have. So we lean unto him. I mean, after all, what do we have to lose? Like I told somebody a long time ago, if I'm wrong about this stuff, he was an atheist. I said, if I'm wrong about this stuff, I lose nothing. I go to sleep. That's the end of it. But if you're wrong, you're going to experience a punishment for time unlimited. You ever heard the phrase, if you can't beat them, join them? I know I can't beat them. But I want to join them. I'm going to join them. I look at the more, I'm going to tell you something too in closing. The closer I get to the Most High, the more I allow him to pour into. See, we get busy sometimes chasing money, chasing dreams and stuff like that. But the more I allow him to show me these things, the less I trust people and the less I even like them. Because it's like, you don't have to be a person that pray 24 hours. The Most High, if your heart is sincere, he'll show you something in 30 seconds, 1 minute. This is what he was saying in Proverbs. This is what he was saying in Psalm 91. He got our back. The end. When you find yourself giving people too much credit, you got to do this right here.